Welcome to another edition of the Mav and Call Show. I'm Mav.
I'm Carl. Howdy, howdy.
So this is right after Horrorcon, Call.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, Call did not get to go.
No. But I had a good day, though. So
Yeah,
before we
did.
get into Horrorcon, let me just say, I've only been working at my place of employment for, 2 months?
Yeah.
Since April?
Yeah.
Like April
The beginning,
7th, something
roughly,
like that.
Yeah.
It is now June, so 2 months and a couple weeks. I got a promotion.
He did.
And a raise.
He did.
And that's really cool.
That's awesome.
It really is, man. It feels good, man. Like, honestly, I've never had a place appreciate my work.
Right.
Because I work hard. When I work hard. That's what my daddy taught me. So, that being said.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. And I'm very proud of you for that.
Thanks, man. It means a lot.
Yeah. Well, Call didn't get to go. Now, I was going to call him, FaceTime him, and I did try, but he was at work. He could not answer.
You know what? I'm kind of, because that happened today. He went to Horrorcon today.
Yeah.
I got my promotion today.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would have called off, I wouldn't have got that promotion.
Right.
So, I mean, it kind of works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It worked out in your favor.
Maybe I'll go next year when I got a vacation.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It was fun. So I got my new Pinhead shirt.
Yeah, man. That's badass.
We had a great time. Man, everybody was there.
Oh, let me point it out. He gave me this. He got that for me.
I was
did. Like, yeah.
I sure did. And it glows in the dark.
Yep. We would turn off the lights, but we would have to get up for that. So, no, that's not happening. But, yeah. And plus, it needs to be in the light for a while.
Yeah.
It's been in the dark.
I thought it was really cool when I seen it. I said, oh, my Lord, Call would love that.
And I do. Man, that is freaking awesome. Like, nobody's ever got me something from when they went somewhere before.
Yeah.
Usually they'll get somebody something that all I got was this t-shirt. Like,
right. Yep. Yep. But
that's cool.
So it was me, my girlfriend, and the two kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids had a fantastic, they were going nuts. They just thought it was awesome. But I told my girlfriend I was going to tell this story. So we're walking around Horrorcon for a while. And when we first walked in, there was Michael Cudlitz from The Walking Dead, Abraham.
Yeah.
And my son, who is just a massive Walking Dead fan, he was so excited to meet him.
I never even knew that about him. I never knew he liked The Walking Dead.
He loves it.
I love The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he loves The Walking Dead. So he, Abraham talked to him, Michael fist bumped him, and he just was like that was his thing. So as we're walking through and meeting everybody, and then we get into like this other room that was offset. We didn't even know was there. We actually heard about another room with all these people in it. We're like, hey, we're gonna go see this. We're walking through and we turn a corner and there sits the creator of Walking Dead.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's Michael something?
No, it's
this at the
Greg Nicotero.
Yeah.
And as we turn the corner, I said, how are you guys walking past Greg Nicotero? And my girlfriend, I've never, in 4 years, we've been together, 4 years, I have never seen her get excited like that.
She deer in headlights.
Literally fangirled out in front of Greg Nicotero. And it was hilarious. He says, how you guys doing? He starts talking to us and stuff. And I'm like, we're cool, and of course my son, being a massive Walking Dead fan, goes, he doesn't know people's names. He is autistic, so just so you guys know.
Yeah.
He a lot of things he don't understand in that way. But to him, he says, hey, do you know Daryl Dixon?
Norman Reedus.
And he says, yeah, I know Daryl. And he could tell by talking to my son he was autistic.
Yeah.
But He goes, yeah, I know Daryl. And
that would have been so cool if he would have been there.
My son was like, that is so awesome, man. He is such a cool guy. Yeah. And
he really is. Like, I don't know him in real life, but from what I've heard about him in real life, he's like a real good guy.
Yeah.
So
real cool
Norman
guy,
Reedus, like, dude, he was one of my favorite characters on there. And it was because of his movie he did.
The Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints, yes. Man.
Yeah.
He was
cool.
He was badass in that movie, dude. Like,
so my son just fanboys out.
Right.
My girlfriend's still standing there, and he looks at my girlfriend, Greg Nicotero does, and he says, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "I'm fangirling out right now. I just can't." It's Greg Nicotero, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you?"
Okay, so like I am familiar with the show, and I'm familiar with him creating the show. But did he create the comic? Who created the comic? It was him.
He was the creator.
Okay, because I had
the actual graphic comic.
Because Walking Dead is actually pretty old.
Yeah.
I had a copy of that I got from this kid at school. Or no, not at school. This was afterwards.
Yeah, the graphic novel has been around for a long time.
Yeah, I had it for a while, and like I remember the one I had. It was in like black and white almost. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It had like very dim color to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like for the most part black and white.
Yeah, it was cool. He was just a cool cat, man.
But I didn't even open it, dude. I didn't want to because like I knew it was gonna be something, and my little brother, man, like got a hold of my comic books and just destroyed them.
Oh man,
I had a Batman vs Superman from 1969.
Sweet.
And Batman captured Superman and took him to court for future crimes against humanity.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, like that comic would be worth a lot of money right now.
Oh,
but yeah, no, I had a Walking Dead comic, and I wish I still had it.
Yeah, there was a few Walking Dead. And of course, Kane Hodder was there, who was just cool. He was just like.
If you guys don't know who that is,
that's Jason from Friday the 13th. There was actually
he's one of the Jasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was actually 4 of them there.
Yeah,
and they were all really cool guys.
Were they like the same build and height and everything?
No.
They weren't?
No.
So, man, that camera magic really does make them look all the same.
My son goes over and he gets confused sometimes when he talks.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets things. But he was talking to one of the Jasons, and I forget which one, but he goes, man, I think he said Michael Myers, but he didn't say Jason. He said, man, he walks back over to us because he talked to him while we were talking to Kane Hodder, and he says, well, I told the guy that Michael Myers was cool, but he said Michael Myers was a pussy. And I said, buddy, that's because he's not Michael Myers.
Yeah, we had the same thought.
He was very confused as to why.
And then you told him, he's probably like, oh.
He's like, oh.
Oh, dang. Dang, man. Why did I do that?
And
hey, speaking of which, it was Horrorcon.
It was.
Was Michael there?
No.
Really?
My daughter really wanted to meet Michael Myers.
How about because
there was a few who.
How about Robert Englund?
No.
No? Wow, man.
He doesn't usually do them anymore because he got so old, and it's just something that is very hard on him.
You know what though? That sucks because I've seen past interviews where like he loved being Freddy.
Yes.
He loved it.
Yes.
Like,
he did.
Man, and the reactions he would get from people when they meet him.
Yeah.
You know, like he loved that, man. Like,
yeah.
So, that's sad, man.
Yeah, he the first Horrorcon I ever went to, he was there taking pictures as Freddy with people, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But in this one,
how many have you been to? This is the second.
This is the second one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pretty expensive.
When was the last time you went?
Oh, let's see. My daughter, I don't know, 08, 09.
Oh, so a while back.
Yeah, it's been many years.
I haven't been to one. Man, I need to start getting out more, man.
I'm telling you, man, it was a great time.
Work.
I
miss everything, dude. I miss everything, bro. Like
we just had a great time.
I would have been able to go if so. At my job, they have inspections coming up.
Yeah,
and it prevents me from doing anything until that's over with because I'm the maintenance guy, so I got to clean and scrub everything and fix stuff. And, make sure everything's in order.
But of course, I did have.
I'm the only maintenance guy there. Like
I did have to get souvenirs.
Oh yeah, check these out. These are awesome. Show that one last, man.
I will, of course, bring these up on the screen so you guys can see better detail.
Oh, that's
the original.
That's your shirt.
Yeah, that's my shirt.
Here, you pass them this way when you're done.
And then, of course, like I said, I'll put these on the screen also, so you guys can see the details that I'm.
That light.
That
good.
One is
there you go, right there.
The Hellraiser Judgment.
I don't remember this one, dude.
Yeah, that's Judgment.
No More Souls Left.
And then, of course, Hell World.
I don't remember that one either. How many are there?
So there's like 8 or 9 now. Shit. There's a bunch.
Is there any after the one where they went to space?
Yeah. Much. A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
And I call myself a fan.
And then I got this.
I'm going to have to check those out. That's my favorite. I love that.
Call loves this.
That is the coolest. This. Hey, wobble it. Not like this. Yeah. It make the thunder noise. So, it's not loud in the microphone, but man, that is my favorite. It's on metal.
Yeah, it's a 10 art.
That is the coolest thing ever.
So
Pinhead is such a badass dude.
I did actually get a chance, as I told you guys I would. I talked to Doug Bradley, he was phenomenal. He talked to me for a long time. I was kind of surprised because his assistant was like, there's people in line. He's like, you just hold on. We're having a conversation here. But
oh, sorry about that, guys.
I told him, and I'm going to put pictures up so you guys can see everything that we did.
Yeah.
But I walked up to the table, we were talking, and I had this picture right here. I'll put it up right now. You guys see it. It is signed at the bottom.
Yeah. Fucking lucky ass, dude, man.
So I asked him, I said,
we're going to try to make that the thumbnail.
I said, I do have a question for you. And he's like, sure, go ahead. I said, what? I said, I met you years ago at another
At the other Horrorcon, right.
Yeah, at another Horrorcon with my daughter. And you were like the nicest guy. I said, you just was. You were very sweet to my daughter, and I appreciated that.
And that's, I don't mean to interrupt, but that's what's cool about these horror guys. Like, they're actually really nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the movies, they're like terrifying.
Yeah. And I asked him, I said, I've always wondered, you being as nice as you are in real life to people, how did you portray this character the way you did? I said, because you absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Man, he really did.
I was like, you are phenomenal in this.
I was telling him earlier, even his smile on this picture, look at that. Like, he even has that's the evil smile to me.
So, and he started laughing. He said, most times people come up and ask me what type of car I drive, or what does my house look like?
Yeah.
Just simple,
what he's like in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, but I've never been asked that in all the years I've done this. And I was like, well, cool. And he goes, well, it's called acting. And he started laughing. And I said, well, I know it's called acting. I said, but like, did you meet somebody who was just an evil person and maybe you took inspiration?
Some of their persona,
And he went into a lot of detail. He said, no, here's what happened. He said, I talked to Clive, meaning Clive Barker.
Clive Barker rocks.
Yes, he does. he said, and he kind of told me about what we were going to do. He said, so first I read The Hellbound Heart, which is where Hellraiser is from. It is the graphic novel for Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so I kind of got a feel of how this guy was, right? He said, then I read the script, and Clive kind of told me exactly how he wanted this to play out. He said, so I kind of started formulating how this guy should be, reading all that stuff.
Right.
He said, but then the day came when they put me in makeup. He said, and they put this.
That's probably where he got the voice and everything.
He said, there's pins in my head, and I just looked, wow. He said, and that is how he said that was my inspiration. Now I knew how this guy had no good in him. He was just evil. He said, so that's how he played him.
Man.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah. I got a question for you since you met him. You said he laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Did his laugh sound like Pinhead's laugh?
No.
Because Pinhead does laugh.
No.
He's like, ha, ha, ha. Like, however he does it.
No. His laugh was very jovial, very upbeat.
Normal.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, very upbeat. Yeah.
So even his laugh was acting. Wow.
Yeah. He
Mr. Pinhead, if this reaches you, man, I love you, bro.
I am. Well, I mean, anybody who knows us knows it's Hellraiser.
Dude,
us.
That's both of ours. That's both of our favorite is fucking Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Sorry, I f-bombed it right there, but yeah, man. Hey, when you talk about Hellraiser, you can't help it.
You can't help but get excited.
Fucking Hellraiser! We have such sights to show you.
So it was amazing, and I'm gonna put up all the pictures.
I really wish you would have got an interview with him, dude.
I wish I could have, bro. I really wish I could have. But Day of the Dead has their own stuff that they do. They had a whole podcast table set up. You can go online and watch their podcast.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. And they put all kinds of...
Man.
You know who was there?
Who?
That I did not get a chance to meet, and I really, really wanted to, was Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
Are you kidding me?
She was there today.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so, all right. If I would have went with you, we would not have left until we met her, dude.
Yes, she was there today.
So I like Mr. Pinhead. Okay, I love him to death, man. But Linda Blair,
she's
not a horror movie icon, as in there's parts, there's not part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Exorcist.
Not with her, right?
Right, but she's in Exorcist, and that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, man. Absolutely. The one they came out with years ago.
I would
20 years
love
ago
to
was
have met Linda
phenomenal.
Blair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It was so awesome because, I was standing there and I was trying. I mean, there was lines and lines and lines of people.
Right.
I mean, I would have never got to her even if I had actually stood in line. But she is so tiny.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's
like 5'2" or 5. I mean, she's little. She's a little thing.
So,
but everybody, you know what? She seems so sweet and nice with people.
Yeah. Is this your bracelet from the Horrorcon?
Yes, that's the bracelet from Horrorcon. Yes.
Right on. I could tell by the back of it. Looks like it's for a hospital. You know how they do the thing?
Yep.
Hey, so I got a quick Exorcist story.
Sure.
So, I was living with my dad. This was last year or two ago.
Yeah.
And I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought it DVD.
Yeah.
And excuse me, I had a brand new DVD player. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And I played that movie. I watched it, and I took it out, whatever. Tried to play another movie, and it wouldn't play.
Right.
All right, so I was like, okay. So I put The Exorcist back in because I knew that one played. It wouldn't play. And it's a brand new DVD player, and I'm like, what the hell? And it wouldn't play, so I went to take it out, and it wouldn't come out. Like, it wouldn't, the door wouldn't open. Yeah. So I was like, all right. So I unscrewed it and everything, and then I got it out, took it apart, got it out. I wanted to watch it again because that's one of those movies I could watch a million times.
Repeat, yeah.
Yeah. And so I went through 5 DVD players, man.
Wow.
And a couple of them, they were used DVD players. But, like, after I played that movie, that DVD player didn't work anymore.
Oh.
And I don't know why. And so I got a the 5th DVD player. I didn't put it in there. I watched other movies on it. DVD player worked wonderfully. Remote was great. Wow. I was like, cool. And then so I was curious one day. I was like, I'm going to put this movie in. I put this movie in, and it wouldn't play at all. I was like, what the hell? And then so I was like, eject, and then it wouldn't eject. I had to take it apart and take it out.
Right.
And so I got rid of that movie. But yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean,
okay, so there could have been something wrong with the disc itself that made the DVD player malfunction.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I had a Spider-Man video game for the PS2 that would mess up my PS2 players.
Sometimes there's coding in them.
Yeah.
Different regions and things like that. And
it'll play at first.
It'll play one time and then it messes everything else up.
Kaput.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought that was so weird with that movie. And I told my dad about it. And he was like, you're watching that movie in my house? That movie scared my dad when it came out, dude.
That's funny. So my daughter really, really wanted to meet Dave Sheridan. And for those of you who don't know who Dave Sheridan is, he was Officer Doofy in Scary Movie. Okay.
Don't disturb me when I'm back in my room.
Colin and I still use
it's an ongoing joke.
Officer Doofy's jokes all the time. I know.
I'll be headed upstairs. He's like, what are you doing? I'm going to go back in my room.
Dave Sheridan truly is one of the coolest cats. Okay.
You hear that?
And here's why. So we're standing there and in line, and he's talking to everybody and signing autographs. Now, when he gives you get like a 5x8 that he signs. He takes like free pics with you. Thinks he's a cool guy, right?
Right.
He is really cool. As we were standing there, we were watching him, and this was the first picture we had seen him take. Right? He does the Officer Doofy thing.
The smile.
I died. I could not believe he did that. He did it for his pictures that he takes for his people. And then I was standing by the table, and when he's signing his autograph, right, he draws an arrow to a picture of Officer Doofy. And he did it. He like tells you the movie with an arrow. He did it. And then when he did the I lost it.
I think one of the funniest parts of that movie is when the two cops were talking to each other, and he's like, hey, watch this. He's like, hey, Doofy, come here.
Yes.
Doofy runs up. But you're doing reporting for duty. He said, hey, Doofy, smell my finger. He said, what's that? He said, that's when you become a man, Doofy. He said, hey, Terry, smell my finger. He said, oh, man, what is that? He's like, my ass. Dude.
I love Dave Sheridan. He is great, and no matter what he's in, he's hilarious. I mean, there was so many people there, man. There was people that I met. Tom Savini. The great, for those of you who don't know, if you've seen From Dusk Till Dawn,
I'm not sure who that is.
The biker guy that had the pistol right here in his crotch, when the gun shoots up out of his crotch, that's Tom Savini.
I forgot about that.
That is Tom Savini. That is him.
What's another thing he's because I know the name.
Tom Savini is also a makeup artist. He's been all
that might be how I
that's
know
how
his
you
name.
know
Yeah,
him. Yeah,
the makeup.
he
artist.
does a lot of makeup for like different zombies, different aliens, different.
Yep.
He does stuff for because he's an amazing makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
But he's hilarious too. So, and he is really one of the nicer guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
didn't he do something for Terminator?
He did. Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think he might have, man.
Yeah,
with the liquid Terminator.
Yeah, he's a great makeup artist.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
And of course, again, I mean, there were so many people there, you know.
Yeah.
Ashley Lawrence, the beautiful Ashley Lawrence, who she's so sweet to everybody. You know what I mean? She's just a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She really is. And she still looks the same. Like time never touched her.
It's like you wouldn't even expect that out of these people, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You would expect them to be horrific or something. But they're like, hi.
Yeah. Yeah, to play some of the parts they play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, to meet a lot of your horror icons and
I didn't get to meet any, so.
And of course my kids got my son took a picture with what is his name from
I don't
Saw?
know, I wasn't there.
From Saw.
Oh, I don't know that guy. I saw the first Saw movie. I don't do gore.
Well, it was the little doll thing on a tricycle. I forget the name.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
But there was
I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
there was somebody riding around on a tricycle dressed like him.
Good
and
Lord, that would creep me out. Dude.
My son loved it and took a selfie with him, which I won't show my kids on here, but
right. I mean, you can blur their faces out.
Yeah, but you know,
too much work.
Probably. I do enough work for my children. I'm not doing this too.
This guy. No, I don't blame you though. Yeah, I wouldn't put my kids up on there.
No, and you know, there was do you remember the movie Trick or Treat? Trick R apostrophe Treat.
I think so. That sounds familiar.
With Sam Hain.
Sam Hain.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who don't know, there was a movie. It's called Trick or
Treat.
Right. And it's like interwoven. Three stories are interwoven into one story. And
maybe I haven't seen that.
You have a little Sam Hain about yay tall, and he's got the
Does
little.
He got like a potato sack.
Yes, big huge potato sack.
I do know what you're talking about.
There was a full size guy running around in a Sam Hain costume today, which was phenomenal. He did a great job.
And for those who don't know, it's actually it's spelled Sam Hain, but it's pronounced Samhain.
Yes, if you're from
if you're pagan or something, you know. Yeah.
But that was really cool to see because he did a phenomenal job on that. He really did. There were so many people there like dressed up for stuff, and the kids, like there was a Michael Myers, and we weren't there 5 minutes, and my daughter, who of course is going on 23 years old this year, grabs my arm. She's like, Dad, Michael Myers just gave me a creepy look. I said, wait, he did what? Michael Myers, Dad, the guy. So a little while goes by, and I see Michael Myers coming through, and my daughter grabs my arm again, and she's like, Dad, Michael Myers just gave me like a creepy look the whole time he walked by me. I said, how can you tell it's creepy? He's got a mask on.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like, are you sure he didn't just go like this?
Right? She goes, no, it was creepy.
I saw Michael Myers once, and he was like, hey, there you are. And I was like, do I know you? He's like, no, but there you are. You're there. Yeah, baby. Mike Myers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that would be the perfect time for that.
Right. We had a great time. It was fun.
Man, that sounded like a great time, man. I wish I would have went.
Man, there was so much to do and see. It was phenomenal. We had a great time. But I did, like I told you guys, I was gonna ask Doug Bradley that question, and because I was always curious. Like, you know, you hear a lot of actors talk about like Johnny Depp, he used Keith Richards, for his inspiration in Pirates of the Caribbean, and I wanted to know.
Man,
what
I didn't know that, but it makes sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen many interviews.
I love Johnny Depp, man. I love his movies, man.
Yeah, he used Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones as his inspiration for that.
That's pretty badass.
So I wanted to know who inspired Doug Bradley,
Yeah.
I thought it was a great question, we had a great time, though. So I hope you guys...
How old is Doug Bradley?
I don't know. I'd have to...
He's got to be in his, 70s.
Yeah, he's way,
Like, almost, hitting 80.
Yeah, he's way older.
We just got a I don't know if it picks up on that. It was in our headphones.
Yeah. But yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We hope you guys enjoy the pictures and stuff. Our next podcast is going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'll see you guys later.
See you.